The forever victims. Oh my goodness. So one of the favorite pastimes of the lineage of evil is playing victim. And yes, I mean playing victim because they're never actually victims. So one example, one tactic that they love to employ, especially throughout history, is to antagonize black people. And then when black people inevitably, react, they cry victim. It is the I'm not poking you game times a million. I'm not poking. And then when black people say, get your hand out of my face. Oh my God, you broke my wrist. Oh, you're so low impulse control. You're a monster. That's what they love doing. And they've done that throughout history. One such example of this is the Cincinnati Brawl. Now, you would believe that these black people were just so violent, so out of control, and just rah, and attack these poor, innocent white people, and this little white lady who was knocked out. It was horrible. That's the message that they were promoting to everyone, right? They have their little racist propaganda farms, whether it's, the Ben Shapiro's, the Quarterings, the Steven Crowders, the Benny Johnsons, the list goes on, okay? That's really an issue. We need to have our propaganda farms. But the only difference is that we would be telling the truth, okay? That's what we need. Just as they have all their influencers, we need our influencers. And I say that because for those of you who may not be aware of the story, I'll give you the gist of the story. White man assaults black man gets arrested. White man, free and clear. And even till this day, no arrests have been made. I don't even think charges have been made against this white man.
Damn.
Now, what has happened is that what we have to do now is the victim card. They love playing that victim card, bro. They love playing that card. I don't know what it is. They'll probably be in poker and they think they have, a full house and it'll just be a victim card. I'm white and I say so. One of the individuals of this brawl is this white woman. And this white woman is doing a media blitz and she was on Benny Johnson. And of course the tears and he was like, oh, I'm a mother and this is horrible. I wouldn't want this to happen to anyone. Yada, 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 yada. Now, of course, people are using her as just as much as they use the racist woman, mother who was at the park with her child. They love the victim card and they love giving, attention to their victims. Now, the role this woman played in the brawl is that instead of focusing on the white man who is the aggressor in this, she focuses on the black guy. And she's trying to hold the black guy and push him back and everything. And he's not doing anything. He's yelling, but he's not advancing. He wasn't advancing when he got smacked. But she's on him. And while she's doing this, she gets
fatality.
Well, I guess not a fatality because she's still alive. Even though she said, oh, she should have been dead and she should have been dead. That's what happens to her. And she's on the ground. And of course, everyone, as they do, as all the racist propagandists do, they fast forward to the point of her getting knocked on the ground, right? They fast forward towards the point of the black people retaliating. Because once again, in their minds, they're always a victim. Always a victim. They haven't done anything wrong. You can ask them, right? They'll say, hey, well, what we did colonial-wise was a good thing. What we did for the Africans, the slave trade, hey, it was a good thing. They will always do these mental gymnastics to justify their behavior. That's the reason why they have the scripture and they bastardize the scripture to justify their lineage of evil. Because that's what it is. Evil begets evil, that begets evil, and you have a lineage. And that lineage is very present, very alive today.
He's out of line, but he's right.
I find it interesting that no one's ever asking her, why were you there to begin with? You say your mother, well, you could have avoided this if you had just been at home.
Damn.
Why were you so focused on the black guy when it was the white guy who did the first assault?
Damn.
As a matter of fact, when you were on the ground, the white guy was standing over you while it was a black couple who actually attended to her.
So everyone was just standing around filming this attempted murder of you and others?
Yes.
Help her up! Whoa!
So that was a fucking lie.
You'll never hear anyone say this. You'll never hear these racists say this. But it was actually a black man and a black woman who actually helped her up, got her up and asked her, made sure she was okay. That's what it was. But what do they want to do? They want to label the black person. Oh, they're the bad guy. Oh, they're the Boogie Man. Oh, look what happened. I'm sick and tired of my people, going through this. Your people, what are you talking about? These people are completely just bereft of any signs of intelligence. They act like they're the victims in the country. And this is always how they behave. That's what you have to understand. And I know there are people out there like, no, Lucas, we can reach them. We can communicate with them. We can reason with them. We just have to explain them. Lucas, if you show them this clip, no, you have to understand they don't care about it. In many cases, people like Charlie Kirk, he knows the truth. What he expects is for you to be ignorant. He expects the audience to be ignorant. He understands the truth. That's what makes it so heinous. These people know what they're saying is a lie. They know, Benny Johnson and the rest of them know what they're doing. They know that they're liars. But they expect that their white ignorant audience to be ignorant of this. So that makes it easier for them to give them propaganda. That makes it easier for the white ignorance to be like, oh my God, I can't believe this. It's the blacks. You can't relax around black. It galvanizes them and radicalizes them due to a false picture of reality. They live in this echo chamber and it's not a reflection of the real world.
Wake up, nigga.
And one thing that we have to learn and accept from this lineage of evil is that they will judge us by our worst. And we've seen this time and time again. There'll be a video of some, black and ignorant doing something crazy, and they'll use that as a representation of all black people. But in response, they want us to judge them by their best. They want them to judge them. Oh, what about Abraham Lincoln? Y'all not Abraham Lincoln. Y'all not Abraham Lincoln. Y'all the same type of people who are trying to put up the Confederate statues and have the audacity to talk about Abraham Lincoln. What are you talking about? You're not him. You live in a trailer park, okay? You live in your mom's basement. This is what they always want to do, and you can't fall for that framing. You cannot fall for that framing, because what needs to happen is you fight fire with fire. If they want to judge us by our worst, then we can definitely judge them by their worst, and that's not really hard, is it? Because they still doing evil till this day, and they're unapologetic about it. At least black people will say, no, we don't co-sign that. That's absolutely disgusting what happened there. They won't say that. When it came to that white woman, the racist white woman with the child, what happened? What did they do? They tried to give her millions. They celebrated it. This is what these people are. This is what this lineage of evil is. They celebrate their wicked behavior, okay? They talk about the scripture, and the funny part is, didn't God flood the scripture because y'all were so wicked? Because y'all wouldn't turn away from your evil? I find it interesting. Find it so interesting, bruh. And there's going to be a flood, all right. There's definitely going to be a flood, metaphorically speaking, as we're seeing by their birth rates, by their mental health, okay, by their diseases. There's definitely a flood going on. And one thing that irks them above all is that we don't take any ish. That's the problem, is that they're used to the slaves being whipped and just, oh, yes, a master, that we aren't our ancestors in that regard. If you say something to us that's racist, okay, you're going to find out real soon. That's what's going to happen. Play stupid games. You are now winning stupid prizes. And they don't like that because they don't like any type of consequences for their behavior. Because when you're at the top, well, there is no one to give you consequences. There are no ramifications for your actions. So now that they are getting consequences, they are being held accountable for the words of their mouth. Now it's a problem. Now it's what happened to my country. And I'll say this because no one else is saying this to y'all. Turn from your evil ways, okay, white ignorance. Turn from your evil ways, lineage of evil. You don't have to be a part of that lineage if you don't want to. Now's the time before it's too late. Anyways, guys, that's the video. I don't care what y'all have to say. I'm right. It's as simple as that. If you're part of the lineage of evil, well, good luck. Because it is about to be extinct, or those numbers are dwindling down really fast. All right. And for the rest of us, be on your P's and Q's, bro. Have some social awareness. Be aware of your environment. That's all I'm saying. And let these racists know that they shouldn't feel comfortable. That it's not 1950s, 60s, that we aren't just gonna, I'll just go about. No, we're a different breed, and they don't like that. Anyways, if you happen to disagree, you know where to find me. Thursday through Saturday, Disagreement Day. There'll be a number on screen. You call in and we will duke it out. Otherwise, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please feel free to like, share, comment. Let me know what you guys think and subscribe. And all that fun stuff. Till next time, guys, be amazing. There's definitely a flood going on.